Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show. And I'm your host, Prince of the Sound. Woo! What's up, neighbor?
What's up, neighbor? It's your boy and your neighbor tonight. And unfortunately, we don't have our girl, Mimi Mala. No worries, everybody. She is doing A-okay. But we do have a special guest in, the likes of which we haven't had in quite a while, Prince.
Yeah.
The one.
And the only.
The fabulous.
Reshell
Smith.
Hey y'all! So what had happened was did y'all cancel me?
No, we didn't cancel. Things happened. You went out of town, remember?
I did.
You went out of town and then things got crossed up, and then it's always a pleasure to have you back in the building.
I'm back in the building just in time for the new merch. Like, we are surrounded with new merch. I love it.
You guys can order our Peace on the Streets radio show page. I mean, we got shirts, we have hats, we have mugs, we have some about everything. How can they order the merchandise?
Well, they can give us a call at 407-894-1680. Or if you guys go to the website, go to peaceonthestreets.com and then just put in the chat, I want some merch. And we're going to go ahead and get that sorted out for you. But tonight and tonight only, we're going to be giving away some free merch. So call in at 407-894-1680, fam. And call in. You're going to win some merch and some money.
I'm telling you guys, call the number now.
Favorite word, M-O-N-E-Y.
All right.
That's right.
And Mimi, congratulations to her. She is... I guess they pick to see who's going to be Employee of the Year. So she is in the runnings, you guys. So we praying for Mimi Mala.
Let's go, Mimi.
Go get them, girl.
You know, it's amazing because she hasn't been over there a long time, but
Only
she
6
has
months.
made impact. So wonderful. I
She
think
got
she's doing a
Employee
great
of
job.
the Week one time, and now she's going for Employee of the Year. So we know she's going to kill that. So we praying for you, girl. And give a shout out to our sponsors. Slap the Apple Memphis Style Barbecue. You can find them 6 days a week in Groveland at 2915 US Highway 27 in Groveland. Slap the Apple Memphis Style Barbecue for all your catering and barbecue needs. You can call them at 407-837-5469, 407-837-5469. And we also have Reshell Smith.
Hey!
Let's talk about money, girl.
Let's get into it. I miss y'all.
We miss you.
Too.
There has been
We're
so
going
much
broke while you're
news.
gone.
I know. I mean, I was watching you and Neil. I've been stalking your Instagram. I see how you going broke without me
Every
here
time she
steer you in the
says
right
that,
way.
bad things come my way.
Yeah. So I know y'all miss things that keep
you
broke.
broke.
And I learned something. This isn't really a new thing, but you know, it's close to me now. And I'm sure you all have experienced it in your lives. I was away because my niece graduated, and then the next day my nephew graduated.
Congratulations.
So these are things
That
keep you broke. Let me tell you about
Oh.
graduation.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So first of all, if they're out of town,
You gotta
Right.
travel. That's
gotta
the big
travel.
expense right there.
that's it, right?
Yes.
Then if you travel, family's not going to let you travel and just come and just sit around. There has to be a
Yeah.
party, a dinner, or an event.
You're right.
And depending on who the parent is, they may go all the way out. Have y'all seen these proms?
They've been great, really?
Oh my gosh. These proms and graduations, they have fireworks, they have balloons,
Shut up!
they have
Oh, yeah.
red carpets, they
What?
Professional photographer.
professional DJs.
Charging $1,000 for the pictures.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot. And some kids, maybe they deserve it, and some parents, maybe they haven't. But if you don't, and you're going all out of your way for prom and for graduation, I know you want it to be a day that you can remember, but these are the things that can
Keep you broke.
Stay in your lane is what I'm.
I know that's right.
do it in your lane.
Yep.
At your wage.
Yeah, for real. I mean,
At
you
your
know.
wage. Do it in your lane.
That's
Absolutely.
crazy.
So,
I mean, but that's how we are now. Everything is over the top.
Over the top.
Even this baby reveal reveal party.
Yeah.
When did we start all that?
That is some crazy.
Normally we just go get the little
Baby shower.
Go get some diapers.
Yeah.
Something useful, my man.
Try to buy green, because if it's a girl, it's green.
Yeah.
Boy, they can wear green as well. You know, we didn't really do all that. Unless you find out early. But gender reveal is a part of having a baby now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a big thing now, you
No,
know.
I'm not for it. I don't fall to that. Come on.
Well, who else is there in here is going to be
crazy.
having more babies?
I mean,
Not
I
me.
eventually. I'll
See, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah,
So
right.
you don't know. You
Yeah.
don't
No,
know.
I do know. I put my foot down.
Whoever is the wifey or baby mama, we don't know.
Yeah.
What she says goes.
Yeah, all right,
You're
man.
right, you're right.
So that'll keep you broke right there.
Also, I know, Neil, you're gonna get me.
Oh boy.
And it's summer. There's no way I'm gonna keep everybody inside. But going outside
True.
can keep you broke.
Every chance you lead.
Oh my gosh, it costs $300 to go outside.
That's true though. That is true.
It costs
Gas.
to go
At least.
Great gas and ease back up. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. It's back up to $350.
We know
I
this.
noticed.
Yeah, we know this.
Jesus.
We know this. Okay, and don't go to brunch or lunch or whatever.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I went and had me a Mac attack yesterday. That was the first
Is that
time I had a
Big
Mac
Mac?
attack. Yes.
Okay.
In 7, 8 years, every now and then I have a craving.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't sick. I
Okay.
was sick about that $12.
I told you.
Yeah.
I
Did you get a
told you.
Yes.
Yes, I told you, right?
$12?
It's
$12.
I'm telling you, it's
With
12.
a large T.
It's crazy.
You
Yeah.
know, excuse me, $11.49.
Yeah, it's
Round it up, that's $12.
yeah, when it's
Like
that much,
$12.
it's like, I'll go to Chick-fil-A, I'll go to Chipotle.
So
Couldn't believe
that's
it.
what
A whole meal.
you had the craving for the sauce a little bit.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
and then the sandwich is small.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
no
not
Big
big
Mac.
anymore.
No, it's not a Big Mac.
They shrunk it.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you what else is small. The Junior Whopper.
Oh, yeah.
It's the size of a Crystal now.
Yeah.
Crystal burger.
And-
It's the size of a Crystal Burger now.
yeah. It's called shrinkflation. Have y'all heard of
Yeah,
that?
you know.
But so
They're
what I-
putting less in the bags and less in the products.
Yeah, like potato chips.
And charging
you
the
Family,
same
the,
or more.
the potato chips now.
Them Pringles have gotten so tiny.
Yeah.
You can't get in there at all.
Right. It was already tiny.
Yeah.
So what I do with the Whopper, I ask for the Junior Whopper bun, and it fits on that perfectly. I don't even get the Whopper. I say I don't want all that bread.
Oh, man.
It's just a little meat hanging over.
Yeah.
But the new Whopper Junior is the size of a Crystal.
Oh
That's
my
ridiculous.
God.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you know.
going outside. But Neil, you went
I
outside.
did
Yeah.
go outside.
You went all the way
I
outside.
Yeah.
all the way outside.
Okay, and are you feeling the pain?
I-
Are you plan? Did you plan for it?
It's like my birthday month, so
Okay.
I canceled all other appointments for the rest of the month.
Okay.
Nice.
It was worth it. It was nice. We didn't go into the reds,
Tell us
That's
what you
good.
did.
It's okay. Just went to the Disney cruise. We stopped at the Bahamas and another part of the Bahamas is owned by Disney. It's
Yeah.
called Castaway Key, I believe.
I heard they have their
Okay.
own island.
It was crazy. It was such a great time.
I had one more thing
Okay.
that keeps you broke.
What is?
And it may not be everybody, but I know you know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
Because again, I went to graduation.
Okay. Oh boy.
So we all know that college is expensive.
Okay.
But let me tell you the part that's really keeping you broke. It's tuition and all of that, but
Mhm.
preparing to go to college.
Oh.
You have to have, your dorm is a
Yeah.
clean slate,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
The
The kids want a TV, you need a microwave,
Yeah.
you need food,
Right.
and of course they want new clothes, you
Yeah.
need bedding.
And the mama's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose their
That's
mind.
how I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna lose. They're gonna try to get everything. Man, they're gonna try to take everything but the kitchen sink.
Towels, anything
Yeah.
you can think of, it's like a new apartment.
Yeah, it's a tiny.
It's not going back to school, you are starting out. That right there,
Yeah.
maybe we need to start now, Neil, getting our little locker together and just putting stuff in there for the kids because
Well, when I went to college, they gave me one of them big suitcases. You know, the big, the big old, like
a foot
the big locker thing. They gave me that and said, bye. I'll see you around Christmas. Bye, Negro. That was it.
Christmas.
See you on
Adios.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Man,
So my
what-
nephew won that. So
Okay.
there was a company out there, doing scholarships and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But he won that locker.
Yeah, okay,
That was
gotcha.
his
Nice.
Nice.
I bet they really nice now. That
Yes.
was 85.
I'm
now.
sure.
Right. Oh, it
So I
was
can
full,
Yeah.
full of stuff. But
It's
then I'm
very
looking at my
expensive.
sister's house and I'm looking at all the stuff that she bought
Uh-huh.
that he needs, and I'm like, TV, microwave,
TV.
fan,
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
have a little
just
TV.
everything.
Really?
Computer. They don't have it.
Really? We didn't have
all
none
of
of
that,
that.
You
all
need
of
that for
that.
assignments and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, everything has changed.
They don't
Yeah.
give you computers, right, in college? I guess not every
Depends.
college,
Right,
not every college, yeah. So
There's
yeah,
ways you can work it into
Preparing.
your loan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna charge you $10,000 for that computer when you get a
Better
loan.
Shut your mouth.
I don't believe it. It's
Wow.
in there.
Believe it,
It's in there.
Is it mandatory? Is it mandatory
It
nowadays?
To have a computer, yeah, you need to have a
Okay.
computer.
I think at
Yeah.
this point,
And a
yeah.
pretty beefy one. Like you can't have
Basic,
like an
basic.
old
Yeah.
computer. It,
No.
it won't cut it. Like
No.
your programs won't run,
Wow.
and you're literally not gonna be able to do your class. You're gonna sit there
Need a
like,
good
Jesus.
computer.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like the labs, for example, like my sister literally just graduated college, so I've seen her labs and stuff like that. And her labs are like a lesson that they're doing in college, and her lab is in like a video game that's
Okay.
in the computer.
Oh wow.
So she logs into a video game basically in the computer. She goes to her lab, and then she accesses the lab there, and like all her lessons will come up.
Man, really?
Yeah,
That's
that's
amazing.
how she was
Okay.
doing a lot of her lessons
Yeah.
at that point.
Things have changed.
So
Yeah.
much, bro. There's like virtual reality classes and some
Because
colleges.
books,
and
some
stuff
people
like
still
that.
do books, but remember that was our biggest complaint.
They're
Books
PDF
are so
files now.
expensive. Yeah, so now
And
they're
they still
PDF
charge you
files.
$300 for
I know,
that
right?
PDF
For
file.
what? Really?
For the PDF
Yeah.
file on your phone or your
Even though
computer.
you have a big
Yeah.
book with all the pages.
And you know what the best part is? Half the time, your instructor is the one that writes the book.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
it is
That's
a
messed up.
scam.
So they saying we're gonna get that money, that book money. We're gonna get that book money, man.
Books are still expensive.
It don't matter if we don't got books no
We ain't
more.
got that no
We're
books.
gonna get that book
We're gonna
money.
get that book money,
Are
man.
still expensive.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was concludes things that keep you broke.
Let's run it down again.
Okay, so the first thing is graduation / prom
Yes.
parties.
Yep.
That'll get you broke.
Number
I'll
two.
get you.
Going outside.
Yeah.
Now we talked about Neo, but a lot of people going outside because they're going to Beyonce and Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level.
Is
Yeah.
it?
That's a whole nother. For the ticket is $600 already, so
Jeez.
Yeah.
that's a whole nother level.
And you gotta get an outfit, a
Yeah.
haircut, and all
Yeah.
that. A G.
It adds up. It adds
Yeah.
up when you do a lot of stuff
Yeah.
all the time.
Almost a G.
Yeah, and starting college, preparing for college. These are the three things that will
Keep
keep
you broke. Gee, I don't want to be broke.
Me neither.
Sick of being broke. Ain't broke is another
It's a hard time, my friend.
Yeah.
It's a hard time.
So we did a research on what is making people ticked off. What are they ticked off the most?
Okay.
Well,
And it is people that is, the United States is taking care of people. People refuse to work, and the United States is taking care of them, especially with health insurance. People are saying that why people that don't work have better insurance, health insurance, than people that do. You know what I'm saying? And they figuring that 3 months. If you need help from the United States, it should be on a 3 month basis.
so here's what I think.
right.
Because see, I know
I
you
am
just
a-
asked me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not, unemployment right now is low.
All right.
Low.
Everybody's
So
working.
everybody's supposed to be working. So if you're at a company or in an industry that is low or short on workers, there's a reason for that.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So there are people down south complaining about the groves and the farms
Yeah.
and all of that
Right.
because they don't have any workers.
True.
Why don't they have any work?
They're not paying.
No. Why don't they have any workers?
Oh, they've left.
Jobs.
They don't go.
Yeah.
They're in Georgia.
They're gone.
Yeah.
They went to Georgia.
Yeah.
Exactly. People are going to Georgia.
A lot of them too.
So
Yeah.
it's not that to me. Everybody that I know in my family and friends, we work.
Right.
Most of our family and friends work. Not saying that everybody
Right,
does, but
right.
most people
Yeah.
that we know work. There's
don't know
always
anybody
going to
that
be
doesn't
those
work.
people that don't work. But the people that we're around around, our family, our friends. We work if we're not retired.
Usually, if you don't work, you're homeless.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah. You don't work.
The system take care of it. Because there's some people that's they're letting the system take care of it.
There's some tricks.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have tricks.
And so those are the people that people complain about. They're saying that
I want them to complain both ways, because if you're gonna complain about what they call people that are taking advantage of the system is being taken advantage of on all levels. So let's go to the high.
Yeah, right.
Let's not pretend like there aren't some instances where they are not taking advantage of the government.
Yep.
See, I didn't call the name. I'm not calling names, but let's say
we'll do it for you.
let's say that there are people taking advantage of the system at all levels. It's just like, you know, getting this money back for college, the $10,000 or whatever. To me, when new laws and new things come out, it's not going to benefit every single person.
Right.
So, you know, I'm happy. You know, you get your student loan wiped out or whatever, or knocked off. But then there's going to be something that comes up for me, a small business owner, that's not going to be good for you.
Right.
And I don't want to hear your mouth. Right? Because you got the benefit of whatever. Now I'm getting the benefit of this. Every little thing that comes out is not going to help every single person.
And if we have enough money to bail out banks consecutively for billions and billions of dollars,
man,
we can afford, you know, pay.
How much have I don't even know at this point how much we've sent to Ukraine at this point. I don't even know where we're at.
I'm sure it's closing in on the $1 trillion.
We gotta be.
You know what I mean?
So that lets me know the United States is entangled with Ukraine some kind of way. They ain't doing it for nothing.
No.
Because they're not doing it for Haiti.
And I think it's funny. Have you heard about like Republicans thinking about bombing Mexico now?
Really?
Yeah. Basically, they're like, oh, the cartels are really bad. We should use the forces of the United States to go into Mexico and punish these cartels.
And it's the reason why, because the cartels may not want to dance. They go back and say, hey, we want more percentage. We want more money.
Yeah.
We want more
Also, it seems like Mexico has found the biggest lithium mine in the world.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that has something.
I'm sure it is. I wonder if Father they gonna get people broke.
Doubt it.
Oh, y'all don't do that. I'm so sorry. I feel bad, guys. It will not happen. Leo, please make sure you highlight that. I feel bad. Woo, that is never gonna make my list. Mother's Day made it. Father's Day, I love y'all. I do love y'all, but
that's a waste of a segment, right? It's like nobody.
Father's Day would not keep you broke. They gonna spend Father's Day on the money on themselves.
On your own card.
So funny because I'm going to brunch with my friend for Father's Day. It is a girl.
That's cold, y'all. Cold.
Oh God.
Man.
That means I'm sorry. I'm sorry, audience, but it's just not on the list.
We all know men are underappreciated. It's alright. It's alright.
Guys, I want to happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Prince.
Give them a ball. But for Father's Day, we're having a horseshoe tournament.
Okay, good.
Down there watching the shores. Yeah, around 4 o'clock, you guys are gonna have another horseshoe tournament.
Appreciate yourself.
Yeah,
celebrate yourself.
And see what we're doing around 4 or 5 o'clock. For one, it's hot outside. We're gonna let the sun come down and give you a chance to chill with your people. You know what I'm saying? That way you just don't take the whole day.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to hear it.
So you know what I'm saying? So
get your little socks and your new socks for horseshoes and go play in your new socks.
Get your new shirt, huh?
Your new shirt.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, guess what, guys?
What's that?
What is it?
We have someone who is now $25.6 million richer. So do you all remember a few years ago, 2 black guys walked into Starbucks and they hadn't purchased anything, but they were waiting for a friend to come. And I think somebody asked them, somebody was gonna use the bathroom. They were like, well, did you all buy anything?
Right.
And they're like, no. And they called the police on.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember
And they
that.
called the police.
The video was like outside of the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So Starbucks closed down, remember, and they did like anti-discrimination training or something like that. They took everybody to training.
Yeah.
There were two managers there. I guess the store manager and the regional manager. Well, the store manager was black that didn't get fired, but the regional manager, Shannon Phillips, she did get fired because I guess Starbucks, according to her attorneys, needed a scapegoat, so they fired her. Well, she sued them for discrimination because she said they sued her because they fired her because she was white.
Sick.
Wow.
And the jury has agreed with her
Damn.
that the coffee giant Starbucks has been ordered to pay $25.6 million to a former store manager who a jury determined had been fired because she was white. So she used the discrimination law.
She flipped the script.
She flipped the script. And what they're saying is this needs to be a warning that it's not, that law is not just for minorities.
Right.
Wow.
But they always get the money. I'm just saying.
Are you shocked? Are you surprised?
I'm not at all.
So I ask you guys,
that sounds about right.
let's think about it. They fired her and they have to pay her $25.6 million, to say.
Wait a minute. What was she worth? Is she really worth? Is she bringing in? I mean, how did they come up with that number?
She was a regional manager. I don't know how they calculated the number.
How much?
But part of it was like the majority of it was punitive damages.
Okay.
The $25 million was the
How much did
punitive
the guys get paid?
I don't remember.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to know.
I bet they got paid like $4 million.
If that.
Yeah, it was 25.6.
If it's a million, I think
Right.
it was a million.
Right. So I'm thinking, okay, did they lose out because they pay her $25.6 million, or would they have lost out if they didn't do anything and they lost customers? So if you don't do anything, you don't fire anybody, and people start protesting and you lose business,
Right.
would they have lost more than $25.6 million?
Well, you know how the things is with when black people protest. We protest for a little bit. We protest for a day or two. Yeah, we got to go back to work, man. But that's what the older generation is saying, that we don't protest long enough. You're supposed to protest until you get what you want. That's what they did in the '60s. They were constantly fighting for to be able to sit on the bus. They didn't stop protesting until we were able to sit on the bus like everybody else.
So is Budweiser gonna fold? Because
Didn't they already?
I don't know.
I think they
I
did
haven't
already.
heard anything.
Yeah,
So did they fold?
They just changed change companies. They didn't. I bet they didn't lose.
Because it
people
was
buying
the whole
Budweiser.
transgender person that was representing them. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
It's a lot of switching going.
They put one picture of Dylan Mulvaney for like one series of Bud Lights, and people were just losing it. They were like, "Oh, it's a man in the grass." Blah, blah, blah. They were just like destroying the cans and everything like that.
So
but
what does the man in the dress do for you, me at home drinking Budweiser?
That whole thing is a strategy by companies. It's like aggravated marketing, right?
Yeah.
It's like they come out and they say that they're like pro-trans, right?
Uh-huh.
And then all the backlash that they get brings a lot of attention
That's
to their
right.
brand.
Yeah.
People that had already bought the thing go destroy it, and then they're gonna forget about it in a couple months and then
That's
just go
it.
buy it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a great business
Right.
plan for
Yeah.
them. They're like,
Right.
oh yeah, we're very woke, and then the
Yeah.
freaks, stocks go up,
Yeah.
everyone gets all excited.
Because they said some news is better than no news.
Yeah. There's no
And
such thing as
this.
bad publicity, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing. It's like you're just getting more eyeballs onto it.
Right.
It doesn't help any to try and boycott. And that's what I love, right? It's like there's so many reasons to boycott a company. They exploit their workers.
so many
they don't
reasons.
give you health care.
Right.
They don't pay well.
School teachers. all that.
They use slave labor in a different country.
Right.
But the reason the Republicans decide to protest, it's like, oh,
The man in the dress.
they had a man in the dress in the can.
Yeah.
We gotta
It's
protest
over.
that.
It's
It's a
over.
wrap.
It's
I
over.
can't take it no more.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's it.
you know.
African slaves,
Nah,
I vibe with that.
Not a big deal.
men in dress,
Yeah.
it's over.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Or
man.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Do we want to be called Americans? Do we have to have a title to it, like African Americans? Could we just be called Americans?
What do you guys think?
Who? Black people?
Yes.
I mean, they're not gonna call me African American.
You can be. I
Just
mean,
called American.
What do you think about being called African American?
I'm fine with it. I can be called Black or African American.
Yes.
I don't have a whole preference.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man, I said maybe if we just start taking the labels off, because I don't hear white Americans.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why is always
European American?
European Americans.
Yeah.
Are you an Italian
Mexican,
American?
Italian, like Italian. Why can we just can't drop it? Just say American.
Well, then, because what you're trying to do is to make you're really trying to make a point. You're really
Right.
trying
True
to
that.
be seen,
Yeah.
be heard.
Yeah.
Trying to make
Because it ain't like we've been free a long time.
Yeah,
we
just
still
got here
fighting.
now.
I mean, in the 60s, we were just able to start voting, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We just got rights really in the 60s. So, but I'm 57, around 67, they still was fighting for rights. So, 56, I mean, but so that ain't
people are
that
still
long.
fighting
Oh,
for
yeah.
rights, and I think that's this whole thing in which this is not part of Wild Wealthy Wednesday. But when we talk about critical race theory, and they get there and they don't even know, like, okay, but what is
Yeah.
it? And then they talk about woke, and they're like, well, what is it?
It's
Yeah.
And then
super. It's super ignorant to think
It
that
is.
the racist policies in America from a few years ago aren't impacting things now.
Today,
Right.
like,
I
it's,
saw like a really interesting
Come on.
piece on why colored people's mothers and grandmothers tend to like talk bad about us when they're actually meaning to talk well about us. For
Mhm.
example, like when you ask a white woman about their kid, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's the best. She's in swimming. She's in sports. She's
Right.
A in class." And if you talk to like a Spanish or like a black woman about their kid, this kid gives me so much trouble. He's always, he's getting in trouble. He does this, he does that, even though they're very proud of
Conditioned.
him, right?
condition.
And it says that like a big part of why that happens is because back in the day, when Master came up to you and was like, "That kid's looking like he's doing really good," you'd say like, No, he's dumb, he's stupid, he's lazy," because you don't want
wanna get
Master
sold
to
or
get sold
get
out to
sold
the
Yeah.
next
away.
one.
Right.
So
Yeah.
your great grandmother did that, so she taught that exact behavior to your grandmother,
Mhm.
and so on and so forth, right? So if some simple behaviors like that are
That's
affecting,
critical race theory.
Yeah,
That's what we're
if those
talking
things are
about.
affecting you
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
of course the monetary policies are still going to affect you now,
Yeah,
in a similar
absolutely.
way.
Even with about reading, where back in the days, blacks couldn't read, so they found other ways to do it. So reading wasn't a big thing for us because they was killing us if we were reading, and so that's why they say a lot of times blacks don't read, because it wasn't a big
The
thing for us.
importance
We
of
wasn't
it,
pushed,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look at for example, African Americans, like black people here in the United States versus people that are from Africa,
Oh, yeah.
you see like these huge differences in like
Mhm.
academic levels and things like
Absolutely.
that. Just because over there, they're like, no, you gotta study, you gotta study, you gotta study.
Right.
You
They
gotta
do
learn, you
not
gotta learn.
play.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Over here we
Man.
don't.
Yeah.
It's
Because I had some African friends, and man, they were studying. We were going to play basketball. Y'all studying it.
There's a difference in
Again?
the mentality, and a lot of it, like you said, comes from way back. And for people to think today that it doesn't affect the
Yeah.
laws and how
Right.
people are treated today, then
zoning.
that's
in
like
your
ignorant.
communities
Like,
and everything.
yeah.
The funding for your schools come from
all
your
of that.
Yeah.
All
and
of
it's
that.
been like that since
Well,
minorities weren't allowed to have homes.
Insurance. I mean, like insurance on your cars. They say, oh, you live over there. Oh, in certain area. Oh, your insurance going to be higher. And it's not like they don't break up. We already know people leave that area and go to Windermere to steal, to break in cars,
Yeah.
and to get cars. But their insurance is not going up. But ours, and because where we are, you know what I'm saying, it goes up. Man, our time flew by.
It flew by.
It flew by.
I'm happy to be back. I guess I'll come back again. I don't know. Unless you all boot me off again.
You're kicked off. You're not allowed on the show no more.
Let me take all my pictures now.
It's been good having you back, Reshell. It's
Well,
been
I'm
nice.
happy to be back on Wild Wealthy Wednesday.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you want to reach out to me for more information or to schedule an appointment, because I am a certified financial planner, please reach me at AMES, A-M-E-S, financialsolutions.com. That's AMES, financialsolutions.com. Sign up for my email list. Follow me on Instagram. I had a beautiful post today about building wealth. If you didn't get those 5 tips, I suggest you go find me
Go
on
check him out.
Instagram and see what your girl is talking about.
Let's go.
We appreciate you, Reshell. We thank you for being on. She'll be back on in 2 weeks.
Woo!
Yes, second and fourth Wednesday of every month is Wild Wealth.